Loaded Commander. My name is Loaded Commander, but you can call me onshore developer. That's my nickname, onshore for short. So I'm a software developer, basically into creating web products and websites for users and businesses. So I currently work for a digital agency company called The Manager here in Warri, and also it's based in UK also. So we offer services from SaaS products, website hosting, web development, marketing. Yeah. So that's that.
Okay, that's amazing. Thank you. So, how did you begin your career in software development?
My career in tech began in a funny way. So I've always loved to create things from ground up. So my sister is into tech. Like she got into tech earlier also, but I've always been a tech enthusiast. That I also love the products they make and the culture around it. So it was no surprise when she gave me a link for a software development boot camp in Abia State. Are you with me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah. Okay. So she gave me a link for a software development bootcamp in Abia State. The name of the company is called Learn Factory in Abia State. So it is one of the first full stack software development training and technology hub in Southeast Nigeria. So they do the boot camp every year, and people that qualify would have to move to Aba for the classes. So it was an on-site thing. So that was in 2019. Yeah. So I did 6 months learning on the boot camp there in a new city, in a new state. So while now we covered a lot on the training because they had great instructors and great mentors there that are doing very well in the tech space. They teach us from being a novice to almost being a professional in 6 months. So that was where I actually learned a lot about tech and the current part I'm in to full stack development in JavaScript. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So you got into the tech field by learning at a boot camp. Okay, so how does your undergraduate major, how does it concern or how does it relate to your software development career?
Yes, I study civil engineering. So it's somewhat in relation to tech, as they are all into engineering in the grand scheme of things. So building products that will help better our community and the society at large is not much of in relation to computer science, but it still gave me a stand on where to build on and how things work. So that helped me a lot in the industry, the tech industry. Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay. Next question is, what are your main responsibilities as a software developer?
Yeah, so the main responsibility for a software developer will include, I will use myself as an example, yes. I'm mostly into website development. Firstly, work with developers to design algorithms and flowcharts for a product, produce clean, efficient code base for products, integrate software components and third-party programs, troubleshoot, debug, and upgrade existing software or websites. That's website that has been worked on, do maintenance on them, recommend and execute improvements on websites, and make them SEO ready and friendly. That is search engine optimization for the website. On how they rank on platforms such as Google and Bing. So that's mostly what I do.
Okay, that's awesome. Yeah. Thank you. So, what do you like most about your job?
Yeah, I would say I like the flexibility of the work, as I could be anywhere in the country and still get my work done. Okay. All I just need is my laptop, phone, data, and electricity. Okay. You know, we live in Nigeria, so light is important. So and some good food, but it's the flexibility of working from anywhere and not being at a place at a time, but you still get the work done. Yeah.
Okay. So on the other side, what do you like most about your work?
Interestingly, it's just when you run into when you are working on a project and you run into a bug, you're having error on the project. But this also, the errors actually help you build more and understand the technology you are working on more. So I only say is a least thing I like about the job, but it's one of the list. Yeah.
So that's the part that gives you headache every day, as I remember. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. How does your job affect your general lifestyle, like your social life, your education, or whatever? How does it affect your lifestyle?
Yeah, it does not affect much, as it's like any other 9 to 5 job in Nigeria. But I do work hybrid now. That means I go to office 3 out of 5 days a week. So I use 2 days at home. I could work at home for that 2 days. Yeah, I hang out with friends over the weekend, watch football. I'm a football fan. So just do regular things with friends and family. Yeah, I still have time for that, while also learning on the job and doing other stuff. Yeah.
So, what kinds of accomplishments are valued and rewarded in the software development field?
Yeah, I think these things are valued in our profession also. Communication, how you communicate, ability to listen to others. But there are also a lot of things like the project you work on, how you deliver the project, when you deliver it. And it just can be anything, but just make sure you give your all in anything you are doing. So it's valued in this field. Just give your all in it, in anything you do.
Okay. So, what advice would you give someone who is considering joining the software development field?
What? Sorry.
What advice would you give someone who is considering joining the software development field?
Okay. Yeah. Um, I will advise if you, however you start the journey, if it's a boot camp, if it's a self-development, you are teaching yourself or you are learning from a boot camp, learn how to communicate very well so that you ask questions. Secondly, how to use Google effectively. Google is free, so you can type whatever you're looking for and the answer. So learn how to use Google, and you should start writing code also. Start anything, start any project you can do. Doesn't have to be the biggest project. You can start with cloning a website, like Land or Jumia. Just clone it with the skills you have, then you work on improving it. Own your craft, practice regularly. You need to practice tech regularly. Once you are a JavaScript developer, you practice regularly, and don't be afraid to make mistakes. So don't feel bad when you make mistakes, because everybody makes mistakes. Also learn from your peers and mentor, and teach people too. Because when you teach others, you in turn get to know more about what you are teaching.
Wow, that's amazing. That's a lot of advice. Okay. Do you have any other advice you want to give your upcoming software developers? Is that all?
Yeah, I would say when picking skills and abilities and things you want to learn on, using myself as an example, I'm a full stack developer, so I will break it into two sections. So front end development and back end development. So, but before that, you need to also have, before becoming a professional, you need to also have soft skills, also like teamwork, those management, and decision making. So, as a front-end developer with JavaScript, I started with HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and React. So I use MongoDB. So you need to have a plan of what you are learning. Don't learn everything at once. Then you find yourself not learning it at all. So start from one place and know where you are going to. Yeah, that's what I would advise. Yeah. Hello.
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much for
yes.
advice. That's very, very helpful. And thank you for having this call with me too. Thank you. And hope to speak with you soon. And yeah.
Okay, all right.
Our call. Yeah, have a good weekend.
Yeah, you too.
Thank you. Bye.
Yeah, thank you too.